Well, it's a couple days later and still amazing, still such a great moment in sports. And, I gotta say, I just feel so much better about the world of sports right now. And I think that Giants win did so much for me. And, maybe that sounds a little weird. I don't know, but it just would have been so wrong to see New England go all the way after what happened in week 1, after the complete lack of sportsmanship they showed all year. It would have just been really, really disheartening to me to see that team go all the way, become 19-0. I know that sounds a little odd coming from when you're talking about a sport like football, but there is such a thing as sportsmanship in class, no matter what anyone's going to say. So, maybe it was karma, maybe it wasn't. But either way, I'm just glad it didn't go down like that. Now, I love thinking that all those New England fans have to walk around thinking 18-1 just for the rest of their life probably now. They're just going to think 18-1, and it just makes me so happy. And I know we got a couple of Patriots typers on here that have commented on a couple of my videos, so we'll see if they come out. I'll bet they probably just jumped on the Celtics and forgot football existed by now, because that's what they do. Next season they might even come back as Giants fans or something, if you know what I'm saying. I know one at school, I don't see him anymore, but I'm thinking about maybe trying to arrange something, see if I can run into him, see what he has to say now, because he's been talking shit all year. Okay? And I had him in both my Spanish classes over the summer and fall, but now I don't see him anymore. And I saw him on Friday before the game. We didn't even mention football at all because it was only for a couple minutes, but if I run into him, we'll see. We'll see. He was making a big deal out of this whole thing and talking junk all year, and now what? And I better not get anybody coming on here and bragging about 18-1, okay? Because if any Patriots fan even for a second tries to fool themselves into believing that they're satisfied with this, come on. You were 14-point favorites in the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear any Patriots fans going, well, we had a good season, I was happy with the way things turned out on the whole, we had a good team. No, you got upset in the playoffs. If the Giants were favored, that'd be one thing. But the Patriots were favored by 2 touchdowns. This is one of the biggest upsets of all time. I don't want to hear these Patriots fans going, well, good season. No, okay? I don't want to hear that. Okay, more than anything, I want to hear you guys scream and cry and bitch and moan, but I'll take what I can get. Well, and on that note, of course, TMQ has already sounded off on all this. I'd recommend you go read that article. As always, it's a good read. Reflects a lot of my thoughts. I think the integrity of the league was really at stake with that game. If New England had won, I don't know, it would have been so odd. And now, this offseason, Spygate 2 is upon us, so we'll see. We'll see. I think the integrity of the league is at stake again. I think Roger Goodell's going to have to really deliver on this one, and I don't know what's going to happen, but Roger, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and everything will be good. Oh yeah, Bill Simmons released an article as well, and it's a great read because so much pain, and I love Bill Simmons as a writer because he's a very talented writer, but there's nobody on this earth that I'm happier to see disappointed, because he is such a freaking homer for Boston sports. If you go check it out, he talks about how in late November he got his dad Super Bowl tickets and plane tickets and a hotel room for the weekend of the Super Bowl, and they were going to go to that game together, sit right next to each other, and it would be the first time they got to watch the Patriots win the Super Bowl beside each other. The first time they actually got to go to the stadium together and watch the Patriots win the Super Bowl. And basically, right after he bought the tickets, the Baltimore game happened. So he's like, oh shit. Did I just buy my dad tickets to a Super Bowl that's going to feature the Colts? You know, he didn't even mention it until now because of that. And, you know, and then of course they made the Super Bowl, so he was thinking, oh, this is going to be a great father-son bonding moment, and he was going through all these different other father-son bonding moments that they've had, Celtics games, Red Sox games, stuff like that. And just to know, it really satisfies me that after all that build-up and all those hopes for Simmons and his dad, that they had to sit in the stands and watch that. That's just, you cannot